All right, everyone, welcome back to Tribal Council. We'll now bring in the members of our jury. Joe, Nay, Leah, Julian, Anthony, and Courtney vote at the last Tribal Council. Aaron, earlier you won our Tutsy Subjects Reward Challenge. You were able to get a loved one letter from home and get to go to the convenience store. How was that reward for you?
The reward was really, really nice to have. It was great to also get, letters from my loved ones. And Parker, I love you, but I don't think any of your questions are relevant to what is about to happen at this tribal council tonight. I think it's better for us to get to the heart of the issue that's currently happening right now. I feel so incredibly stifled in a way. I feel it's really hard to describe how angry and frustrated I am with the situation that I have been placed into. But I'm gonna forgo that situation. I'm gonna go to right here with this. Either Eric can idle himself out of the game, or it's Rafa, or it's Danny. That's kind of the situation we're in right now. You know, each of them are trying to convince me to vote for the other, and just trying to figure out which way is the best way to go for me right now.
Rafa, would you agree with the description Aaron just painted?
Yeah, that's kind of what's been discussed out there. I didn't know Eric's name was out there, but I knew it was between me and Danny, which is a little bit frustrating. But yeah, it is what it is. That's kind of what everybody's kind of told me, that my name's out there again. I know Mel and Danny have been pitching my name, so obviously I pitched Danny's name back. We both kind of talked about that, so it's between me and him.
Well, as Aaron said, in the interest of getting to the heart of the matter, why should you stay, Rafa? Why should it be Danny?
I think that if Mel gets to the end, she's getting Joe's vote, she's getting Nay's vote, she's getting Courtney's vote, she's getting Julie's vote, she's getting a lot of people's votes. And I feel like if you want to keep somebody that can beat her in a challenge, you keep me. And I've proven my loyalty to the Yellow Tribe, and I feel like that's a number, and that's someone that can potentially beat her in a challenge. So that's why I think that you should keep me.
Danny,
Yes.
again, same question. If it's simply you or Rafa, why should it not be you, and why should it be Rafa?
Well, it should be Rafa due to the simple fact of the way he's been running this game with his tribe. I mean, it's very clear and cut what's been happening. I've already had these conversations with these people on what exactly it is, and it's been proven. Me and her go toe to toe, so it's I could beat Mel too. You know what I mean? And that's actually been proven as well.
Mel, very clear cut from Rafa there. He thinks that you will beat everybody, essentially. You'll get a lot of jury votes, and you're a challenge threat. So how do you go about trying to navigate this vote? Because you only have immunity for this one right now.
My only way of navigating this vote, really, honestly, is me and Danny go together. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that I'm not going to vote for Danny, even if it sends me home. So after the challenge, nobody wanted to talk to me. We got. I almost said home. I'll call it home. We got home, and everybody was laying down. Nobody was really saying anything hardly on the way to camp, and we were in camp. And I know why. It's because they want to vote for Danny, and they know that I won, which I understand.
Eric, you also got brought up when Aaron was answering about potentially an idle play, something along those lines. So where are you sitting in all of this?
Right here. Aaron just made a statement that I understand. Aaron also didn't fully release all the information that I think he could have in a way that put some further thought into this tribal as it's going right now. But I hear him, and I'm listening, but I need understanding. And if you look at our numbers, there's different rationale here in terms of how this is going to play. And there's different reasons to think different ways we're going to play. And you look over here, right, we got a lot of blue. Look over here, damn, we got a lot of yellow. I think a blue person on this final 3 or 2 is going to do pretty damn well in a vote. So why are we keeping blues? That's a logic thing to think about, but not necessarily where we have to go.
Well-
but is there something deeper
Well,
that's being expressed that hasn't even been communicated to me that I could take into consideration?
logically,
Because we haven't even talked.
I know we haven't even
We
talked,
haven't.
but logically,
So we can talk. Because I want to understand, because if we already have 1, 2, 3 for Rafa, and maybe 1, I'm not sure where Sam's going, 1, 2, 3, Danny, potentially, because the yellow strength, that's a draw, potentially. Correct?
I mean, we'll just see how things play out at this point.
Danny, I couldn't help but notice that when Eric was saying it's logical to think blues could be a threat because of the amount of blues on jury, you were shaking your head. Where are you disagreeing with Eric there?
So every juror has their own criteria for who they want to vote for. I think this whole discussion of blues versus yellows is kind of like, yeah, we kind of got jumped, and that's what we've been getting is jumped. But at the same time, it's easy to paint the blues are going to vote for the blues. That's not the case. Every juror has their own individual vote, and even when they walked out, they clearly stated, "I'm going to vote for this type of player." It's not about colors; it's about the players.
No, I'm not-
Easy
I'm not
to say that.
disagreeing.
It's easy to
I'm
say
not
that, but did you see
disagreeing with
what
that.
Courtney said when she walked out? She said, "Y'all two
Right.
get there. Y'all two get there."
Because we were getting attacked and jumped. I'm not gonna lie. Like everybody's seen that. We've been getting attacked and jumped. Like I don't know what else y'all want me to do.
And
Like
we're both fighting. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
anything against you or anything, but it definitely is a bias for people that you've bonded with the first 3 days and been through a storm with and laughed with and bonded over, that they're sitting there and they're going to vote for you
Like-
or Mel if they get to the end.
But
That's
the
a
same
fact.
way is biased for y'all. Kid you not? There's been people on the jury, for example, Julian is at the bottom. He said he was at the bottom multiple times.
Right.
He literally flipped to work with y'all. So you
Right.
need to tell me that just because Julian was originally blue, that he's biased to vote for blue? That's not fair.
I think he
'Cause
was. I
working
think he
with
was
y'all.
close with you. Yeah.
You're saying that because you're trying to save yourself. And if you really want to be technical, Julian was working with y'all hands down. He was working with Leah 100%. Easy.
Leah's on the jury.
Yeah, but he was working with Leah 100%.
Right.
And that's my thing. Because y'all, all y'all was doing is literally trying to paint this picture. So y'all talking about biases. And I think
You're
y'all
trying to
being
paint a
biased
picture. You
yourself.
said I'm running the game a certain way. This has been a group.
Y'all
You said-
have been.
You said the way Rafa has run the game, which that's not true. Like we've done it together. So
Okay, so
Yeah.
if y'all done it together, what you're clearly stating is y'all want all the blues to go to jury.
I think that's the best shot for us to have the best shot for
Is it the
everybody
best
to
shot
get
for
votes.
y'all two, or is it
Well,
the best
for
shot?
I
everybody.
don't
We
know.
talked
And
about it
that's why
openly.
that's why a conversation
Mm-hmm.
is necessary. And if we don't communicate, how can I even figure that out, right?
Well,
So
The only thing I'm going to say is if the next couple challenges they switch it up and it's not anything to do with endurance or something that's similar to what they did and it's something physical or with puzzles, I trust myself over Danny in terms of helping you win that
I
challenge.
can't even play organically. That's the part that's really frustrating about this, is that I would love to be organic. I would love to be able to make my own decisions, but it feels like my decision has been taken from me, and I'm just kind of like,
I'm not trying to take a decision.
no,
Neither
no, this
am I.
has nothing to
didn't
do
wanna
with
make you feel
anybody
that
here.
way, Yeah.
Nothing to do with anybody here.
Yeah.
I just feel incredibly frustrated by the scenario that we have been thrown into, and.
but it's a situation you put yourself into in
No,
your
it's not a
discussions with
situation.
me. No, it absolutely
they
is.
put it on us.
It absolutely is, because that's been your discussions with me. So how
I-
can I
yeah.
then take this other discussion you're talking about when you're telling me directly one way with the yellows? correct? That's the challenge. You just presented something to this whole group
Yeah.
that you have not even expressed to me, which I think is missing something now. So you've excluded me from that, and why? You're arguing about the group not looking at it, but yet you haven't discussed it with me. There's something wrong there. Correct?
I mean, I've
We
already,
had
I mean,
plenty
I've
of
already
time.
been excluded from certain things that have been happening. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm kind of prepared to do to you what you did to me. That's where I'm at.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
I mean, I'm
it's
not
weird.
stuck.
It's weird because like if this is just like if nobody said anything, I probably would have walked into today and just done like
Done what you told me I should do. That would be a good,
Yeah,
good wise move.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, you're the
Yeah.
one who told me that Danny would be the vote.
yeah, I did say that. I did.
Parker, can we get somewhere?
No,
We got a whole
no,
quandary that
no.
needs another hour, I believe.
How many questions did you ask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Is
like
that the
one or
first
two, right?
question?
I'm on one.
It
Listen,
seemed like there was a deeper thought there.
Oh no, there's
that-
there's
that
deeper,
I'm not
there's deeper,
sure.
oh yeah, there's deeper thoughts. I have deeper thoughts.
you know, there's sometimes I'm up here and I'm thinking, you know, I could get this thing done or I could get that thing done. Someone else could do this. This is one of those tribals you have to get a crowbar to pry me away from this podium, so I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
This is quite interesting, I must say. Sam, I want to get your take on this because although you haven't been mentioned as a part of one of the votes, you still have a say in what goes on here. So where are you at with all this?
My only thought process is whatever keeps me in the game until I cannot be in the game, and I found out that I'm probably vote next round, so I'm gonna do whatever keeps me in this round.
Just make sure I understand correctly. You could be the vote next round.
Yeah, because I guess it's going around that I should be vote next round because some information got spilled out from a jury member before they became a jury member. And so that got spread around, so then obviously now I am the underestimated player, I guess. So I guess now I'm vote next round.
I think that information got spilled, but you were never talked about as the vote next round. At least that's not what I heard. And I don't feel that way at all.
Eric, I do want to go back a second ago. You mentioned that, you know, Aaron made that statement at the start of this tribal. You said there was some information he could have revealed that could have painted the whole picture. Do you want to reveal that information you're referring to?
There's obviously a discussion of a push to Rafa. Clear. And I heard whisperings of it, but yet I wasn't approached. Except by my friend Mel, that was the vote. And I believe that's valuable information because wasn't fixed in any prescribed direction. I have decisions that are fluid as what fluidity is we're seeing right now. I'm not fixed. In this game, you have to be versatile. You have to be ready for change. You got to move on a dime, and I'm ready to move on a dime. We've built up the most amazing setup, I know. And I ain't giving that up this game. This game doesn't matter. I can walk away from it. I could be voted out right now. I could throw my head on the ground and be voted out. What I got with this man right here is going to continue on to tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's true.
It doesn't
We had
matter.
a good we cried. We had a great final.
What I got with Mel, she's awesome. She's coming to my house next week. So that's not going to lose. I'm not going to miss that. That's going to continue on. After today, she could vote me. I don't care. It's going to still continue on. Sam, the cutest thing ever, snake wrangler. Holy mackerel. If she votes me off, allegedly, if she votes me off, that's okay. I'm still going to be a great friend of hers and be there if she wants to call me or text me. It doesn't matter. Rafa, I just met the man. I'm hearing new stories about the legend, the myth. Razo God, Raffo God, I think it's referred to. But I don't know. There's so much to learn. There's so much to learn as things are described. Number 7 with Courtney going was huge. It's like I was in a show, all dressed up, acting, and suddenly we take off our clothes and now we're just actors that we realize, oh, this is the people I'm playing with. Well, these are the connections I have. These are the people who know each other, right? And that's shocking news. And there's all, there's probably tons of relationships here we're going to find about in the after parties. That's going to be the whole giggle we'll be chatting about, and who knows who, and who friend knows what friend, because it's a small community. And it's a great community. Now, there's another level here that Aaron might be addressing that I think is very important, and I think that's what he's trying to get across, I think. Is that correct? And I'm all with you on that. I am totally with you on that. But those decisions and expressions must be shared. And that's what we do as a community, is to reach out and discuss those in a way other people can understand the feelings we have. This is great. I love everybody here. I don't want to vote anybody. We could just go home today and call it. What's the cash prize if you divide it by 6? We'll take it. Give us a pizza, though. We want a pizza, because that always should be part of the meal here.
Aaron.
And I'll vote with the group if there's a decision made as a group, and I'll do that. I'm not going to split if that's the forced number here. And I'm sorry on that, Rafa, but I think there's a deeper talk in how we interact and work as a group. I mean, I've drawn such a good connection to these two right here just recently, right? I know Aaron from before. Might as well say that. I know Aaron from before, just as an acquaintance. I don't think we actually even talked. We never actually talked, but I know him as an acquaintance. And acquaintances matter in this game. Acquaintance, it's like, oh, I got a connection. I'm familiar with that person. Right? Have we actually talked before? Probably not. No. He just knows somebody I know, and hey, I know who. Sam? I've never met Sam before. She's awesome. She's been through a ringer in this, and suddenly like turned around and she's alive and running, we had such an interesting talk early on that I expressed with Manny when Manny came over from Eclipse, which was so cool, where I've been with Sam for so long that I wanted to vote her out because she was being constantly hit by the eclipse, and I asked this man to let her go. But it didn't work. And that was a weird conversation, because I told you because I was doing it, voted for you because I wanted to release that pain. That was a brutal part of the eclipse, is we're beating on that person. It always feels like they are the number. Mm-hmm. And you never were the number, which is always the funny part of all this situation. But I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to work with whatever you guys have. I mean, heck, I got a special little thing down here in my jewels here. Look at this baby.
Ooh.
Look at this baby. So we can do whatever we want right now and play this out. I didn't bring my bag down, so I'm probably going to keep it for myself, but I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to listen. I'm not hiding. I'm not running away. I just met most of you, and this is a game. Truly a game. And tomorrow, when it's all done, we're all friends. And somebody gets lucky and they want some money. Or that we could say gets in the center of the book for next year, right?
That's what I want.
That's what
I want.
Here with the center right here. We want the center for Mel. So I've said a lot, but there's a lot I've learned and a lot of expressions that haven't come out that I need to be part of, so I'm not excluded from the thoughts and feelings of others here.
So,
Because
Eric,
this is very important.
Eric, simply yes or no on this one. Yes or no?
I'll probably say more though.
Well, yes or no?
I'm a man of few words most of the time, as people know. But when there's something meaningful, I'll state it.
Well, you've said a lot of good stuff. I'm just curious quickly on this part. You say you're ready to talk, ready for this. So is your vote still open, or are you locked in? Yes or no?
My vote is open.
Okay.
Because if the numbers are here, it doesn't matter who I vote for. It doesn't matter. I can't get it off your Rafa. Right? Correct. Rafa's been amazing. People have different feelings of him that I've learned. Can't talk to the jury, but you know, you're learning these things. You're finding out new things about people. I'm only getting this quick little snips and flashes of each person here, and they're only getting those of me too. Is Eric a real person? Is he just like to be in the woods all the time? What's up with this man? Why is he so old and want to play these games?
Aaron, I want to come to you because you described earlier you feel like your gameplay's been stifled, I believe the word you said, you're frustrated. So do you feel as though people are telling you what should happen and you're not getting a say in what you want? Is that where the frustration's coming from?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And so it feels I don't know whether to say I feel like a used Band-Aid or to feel like I want to enjoy this so bad. And I also know, that using words in life has gotten me in trouble before. So I'm trying to figure out how to navigate that. And I'm being dead serious. Like and I feel like I can't even address it because it maybe it's not even relevant to that person anymore.
I found this.
I don't even know how to.
I went to one person first and told him I had it. This man, right here. You're the first person I told. I think there's something there.
Yes, this is fine. I'm not frustrated with this.
You were not frustrated with
Eric.
Eric.
No, Eric
Is it that?
No. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to describe this in a way that makes any. I was given an ultimatum, or we were given an ultimatum. And it feels like it's hard to play given that ultimatum, even if it makes more sense for me to do something other than what that ultimatum wants me to do. And it's trying to figure out if ultimately what I do and the ultimatum cancels out and nothing actually matters in that way. What do you do in that parameter? So that's kind of what I have been struggling with, because I've wanted to play with Courtney. I wanted to play with other people here, and I felt like I couldn't really do that, given the constraints that were put on me. And it feels like I'm both being punished for doing it and also punished for not doing it. So, I guess I'm kind of just deciding in the moment to do what I wanted to do anyway, because I feel like I would rather play the game I wanted to play than not do it and then have also nothing to show for that. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
Well, I was going to ask you, so I know you described your frustration there.
Yeah.
So when it ultimately comes to your vote, is it going to be based on ultimately the best strategic move regardless of how you feel about it, or will you go in a direction to try to take back some of that power?
I'm gonna go into this vote the same way I felt about the vote for Larissa. Just kind of sticking with what I said I was going to do to the people I said, and then going with that.
All right. Well, this has been quite the tribal council, everyone. I didn't have much to say because I felt like y'all had a lot to say, and I'm glad for it. However, this is that time now where if there's anything else you would like to say, address the group or anyone in particular, this could be your last chance you have to do so.
Can we get up?
Sure.
I would agree. I would agree. Just yeah. Yeah. Just so you know.
I'm like, my arm is like, can we
Let me get to the left side. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I know.
All right, everyone.
Is it okay if I say something?
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, I love all of you guys, and I'm sorry that, like, my relationship with someone else and them telling their feelings about me and how I played the last time has affected this time. I feel like that's kind of taking precedent over who I actually am and what I've done. I feel like I've been loyal and given information and helped us move forward, and, like, you know, that's kind of what bit me in this game. I probably shouldn't have tried to work with that and just stay true to you guys and maybe try and get her out at the beginning of the merge instead. But I just want to say it's been a crazy ride. I'm so grateful for this experience.
And I will tell you, it has nothing to do with that. So you don't have to stress that. Nothing to do with that.
Right, I know Sam's putting a constraint on you because she thinks that she can't move forward if it's the three guys.
Oh, it's not Sam.
It's not that.
No, it's Anthony.
Oh.
Yeah.
But Anthony's
Oh.
over there.
I
Yeah.
know. I know that.
Yeah.
I know that. But like, we were all aware of what that situation was, and so
I'm just saying
I-
that
yeah,
what
I know.
Courtney said has definitely changed,
That-
like,
yes.
his feelings, her
Yeah.
feelings,
No,
your feelings, your
yeah.
feelings.
No, I
because
know.
of how I
Yeah.
played last
I
time, and
know.
that's because
I
a
know.
bunch of people turned on me and I used an eye on them and I took them
Yeah,
out. Like,
it's
it wasn't
nothing
like
to
I
do-
was
it's
I have
nothing
no
a
to do with
villain or
it.
whatever, but
Yeah,
that's
I
what she
know
said
that.
I
I
was.
have
Like,
no,
I was not a villain,
feel
so.
that. I have no difference.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Then I don't know what the reason is for me then, because no one's really given me a good reason yet. Yeah. Can anyone at least tell me a reason?
Consensus.
Eric
and
has an eye on
consensus that I was the next vote.
I don't know who will be you were the next vote. Like, I have not felt that way, nor did I think that at all. But it's okay.
All right.
I'm giving this to Aaron. I know. I'm voting for Rafa.
So Eric, to confirm, you are transferring that
I'm
to Aaron.
transferring that. Yep.
Okay. All right. That is now Aaron's. Wow. Okay. Anybody else? Glad I asked that. There was more to be said. Last call. Okay.
I mean, I just know it's between me and Eric, so now I guess then I can beat it. I know I can. I'm sorry, Mel. You are a huge threat, and I love you. You know I do.
Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Of course course you can beat me.
No, but you've won 2, I've won 1. You can beat me too.
That means you got one to win.
Right. I say it out of respect. I hope you know that.
I didn't know I was the her that you were referring to.
Is that what we're doing?
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Are you going for that?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's who I was voting for before. I
Okay.
already told Rafa.
Okay.
Rafa, do you have any response to what just went down?
No, I feel like I've fought hard in this game. I've gotten votes the past 3 tribals, and again, no fault of her own. Like, I know, like, we talked about working together, but we were gonna have to pit each other against each other anyways, and obviously that got her out, and now it's gonna get me out. So it is what it is. Yeah, if the votes are on me and I can't change anything, it is what it is. Most of the time, your first opinion is just gonna be your opinion when you go to the voting booth, anyways, no matter how people sway you. So yeah.
Okay. I really do mean it this time. Last call.
Wait. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Time for talking's done, y'all. It's been a lively tribal council. We're now going to get to the vote. Eric, I'll start with you.
Rolling.
All right, everyone. Once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll now ask if anybody has a hidden immunity out or an advantage and you'd like to play it. Tonight is the last time you can do so.
Parker.
Yeah.
Down but never out. This is a very special stick that I just picked off the ground.
Oh.
Just for you.
Good job, Rafa.
While this stick may be special, it is not an idol.
Keep it. You might be able to auction it off or something.
Going right to the auction.
Carve a smiley face.
On yourself?
Yeah.
This is an immunity idol. Any votes cast for Aaron will not count. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Rafa. Sam. Eric. One vote Rafa, one vote Sam, one vote Eric. Rafa. 2 votes Rafa, 1 vote Eric, 1 vote Sam. Next person votes Ryan Reelfoot, Dreamers versus Doers, and the next member of our jury, Rafa. Rafa, that's 3, that's enough. You bring your torch.
Real guys. I will. Just to let y'all know that was the right move. What did you say my nickname was? I don't know.
Rafa God.
I'm not Riz God. Don't compare me to him. I'm not Riz God. Just let y'all know that was the right move because socially and strategically, I was definitely the most insulated player in the game. That's hilarious. They're pulling a David. Socially and strategically, I was the most insulated player in the game. I was playing the middle on our original tribe, and I was playing in the middle in the merged tribe very well, at least I thought, until this girl behind me, but oh well. But I know you were my number one, I know you were my number one, I know you were my number one, and at one point I was like 1 or 2, maybe. We at least had honest conversations.
Did we?
Yeah,
I didn't know if you had them.
that's okay. Well, I brought all y'all to the final 8 and me, so.
Oh, you think
And
you
I had
did?
the reputation,
You
I still
think
got
you
to
did.
6.
You think you did?
Oh, you think I did?
You think you did?
Think I did what?
All right.
He's out of the game.
I helped.
He's out of the game.
I helped.
All right.
I mean, you helped bring me here too. It's
Players.
complicated.
All right,
We
players.
did.
He's on the jury. Players.
One last thing. I was true about my job occupations, but I am primarily a sports journalist, so my job is to evaluate players on a field a lot at a time, and like recognize patterns and trends in the game, and then interview players and coaches at the end to write stories. So I feel like that skill set really helped me in this game in terms of planting seeds and narrating those stories. So when I'm on the jury and I'm listening to you, help me believe your story, because that's what is important in this game. Your story's not over yet, mine is over, but I'm so grateful. This is the game that I love. I'm a big sports person, but Survivor's the best game in the world, and I'm just grateful to be able to play with you guys. So thank y'all very much.
Well said. Rafa, tribe has spoken.
Damn, man.
It's time for you to go.
Snake. Sam killed another snake. I was called the biggest snake in... I know, but I was called the biggest snake in the... What's it?
Rafa just got voted out. What's the reaction here?
I played a hell of a game. I've probably got some of the most votes put on me in the post-merge, and I'm very... Can I start over?
What's your reaction?
My reaction is it was a great game. It was the right move for them. I tried my best to paint the picture that it wasn't the right move for them, which is what I've been doing this whole time. I feel like I was managing my threat level this whole time, even though I knew I was a big threat. And it's better this position than in my previous game where I was a finalist and lost. This definitely stings a lot less. And this has been the most incredible experience of my life. I made it to day 7 on the hardest LRG in the world. So nothing but gratitude. I am an open vote in terms of who makes it to the final 5. It's whoever pitches the best case. It's not about who's closest to me. It's whoever played the best game, because I feel like I was playing the best game up until this point.
If let's say it's a final 5 tribal
Right.
council, who would you be most inclined to vote for to win?
Final 5 tribal council. Who am I most inclined to vote for? I think I'm most inclined to vote for Aaron or Eric. And I think if I were to choose between the two, I would probably choose Aaron, unless Eric just pitches a better case. Because how you speak at tribal council is one of the most important things. Because in my game, when I was at the final tribal council, I felt like I had the strongest resume, quote unquote. But I just didn't do as strong in the final tribal council. So it's all going to come down to that for sure.
You talked a lot about like LRGs and games.
Yeah.
Is there anything more personal that you've taken away for your outside life and just personally that you've gained from this?
I feel like just my adaptability and being able to connect with people. And as much as like it's maybe seen as a negative thing, just being able to persuade people is a good thing. You need to have people on your side in life, and none of what I was doing to make moves or backstab people was meant to be malicious. I might be seen as one of the strategic villains of the season. I don't know how this edit will come out, but I'm just very proud of myself. All I wanted to do was prove that I could play this game at a high level, because this is a game that I love, and I feel like I did that. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I feel like I'm a powerhouse player, and I should have been voted out a lot sooner. Normally, a person like me with my archetype is the first merge boot, and I made it to Final 6, so this is it's an accomplishment of its own. Obviously, there's all the what-ifs and all the things I could have done, whatever, but I'm very proud of myself.
Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts, they better kick ass, man. I played a cutthroat game. I played a leave no prisoners kind of game. I don't need the nice stuff that Eric just said at that tribal. I need the person that plays the best game, and I don't care what tribe you're from. I don't care who voted me out and who was the reason why and all that. I just want who played the best game and who's going to present the best case. That's the person who deserves to win Survivor. It's not the person that's the most liked. It's the person that played balls to the wall and did everything they could to win.
Thank you.